We welcome everyone who is with us. Today, we will dive into a world where faith meets untold riches and spiritual service turns into multi-million-dollar empires. Have you ever thought that there is a pastor who can compete with even Elon Musk in terms of wealth? Yes, you heard right. This is not just a preacher with a fat wallet. This is the man who bought a private jet from Tyler Perry, built it a personal airstrip, and now lives in a 600 garrow estate that functions as some kind of tax-free kingdom. He doesn't just quote scripture, he monetizes it around the world, amassing a fortune that dwarfs some of Silicon Valley's most powerful men. But to truly understand the absurdity and improbability of this pastor's world, we first need to look at the other richest religious figures on the planet. And we'll start with the leader of a megachurch, for whom a private jet is far from the most expensive purchase. Before we get to the main part, we would like to ask you for a little support. A like and a subscription will be the best gratitude. Thank you. Pastor Chris Oyakalomi, one of the most recognizable figures in the African religious world, and his influence extends far beyond the walls of the church. He founded Christ Embassy, also known as Love World Incorporated, and built a truly impressive empire. Just look at his main residence in Nigeria. She looks like she stepped out of a movie star magazine. Marble floors, crystal chandeliers, and rooms that seem to have no end. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Pastor Chris owns a variety of properties around the world, including a stunning vacation home with an ocean view that most people can only dream of. And when it comes to movement, Ehalomi is not used to the ordinary. He has a whole collection of luxury cars in his garage. Rolls-Royce, several Mercedes-Benz, and of course, a private jet for international travel. And this is not just a show. He uses them extensively as he travels between numerous speaking engagements and church events. The headquarters of the Embassy of Christ is a sight in itself, worthy of attention. The building features state-of-the-art sound systems, giant screens, comfortable seating for thousands of worshipers, and special lighting that changes colors during services. Many visitors describe their experience upon entering the church as being as if they were entering the lobby of a five-star hotel rather than a religious building. Where does all this money come from? Pastor Chris has created multiple streams of income. His books on healing, success, and spiritual growth have sold millions of copies worldwide. His daily devotional, The Rhapsody of Realities, is translated into over 100 languages and distributed worldwide monthly. The Untold television network broadcasts 24 hours a day to viewers in Africa, Europe, America, and Asia. These channels broadcast his sermons, healing services, and special programs that attract advertisers and subscribers who pay a monthly fee to access premium content. But perhaps the greatest source of his wealth is his devoted followers. With millions of members worldwide, regular donations and special offerings quickly add up. During major events, it is not uncommon for individual donations of thousands of dollars to come from inspired parishioners. Pastor Chris lives like a king, with private jets and marble halls, but the next hero brought miracles to national television. One healing service after another. He turned faith into a global show where every miracle was illuminated in the light of millions of dollars. Benny Hinn is one of the most recognizable faces in American religious broadcasting. Born in Israel but based in the United States, this renowned pastor made his fortune through decades of television ministry and massive healing crusades that attracted thousands of followers. His TV show, This Is Your Day, reaches millions of viewers worldwide. The program showcases what Hinn calls miracle healing services, where people claim to have been cured of various illnesses. These television events made him famous in many countries. The pastor lives quite comfortably, owning several luxurious houses. His primary residence in California has all the trappings you'd expect from a multimillionaire. Swimming pools, elaborate gardens, and plenty of space. He also owns properties in other states and countries, providing him with great places to stay during his global travels. Hinn's car collection would make many envious. His garage contains several high-end cars, including Mercedes-Benz models and other expensive vehicles that often cost more than most families earn in several years. The money for this lifestyle comes from a variety of sources. His ministry receives millions in donations from followers who believe in his message. Book sales provide another stream of income. His works have sold millions of copies all over the world. In addition, there are performance fees. Hin receives large sums of money for appearing at churches and events. His private jet allows him to travel in style between crusades and speaking engagements. This luxury jet costs millions of dollars and costs thousands of dollars an hour to operate. However, Hin considers it necessary for his international missionary work. Critics have questioned how the religious leader amassed such wealth, pointing to the contrast between his lavish lifestyle and the modest means of many who donate to his ministry. These concerns led to a Senate investigation into his finances in 2007, although no charges were brought as a result of the investigation. Despite the controversy, the Hin retains a devoted flock that supports its ministry with regular donations. His media empire continues to grow, with online broadcasts now complementing his traditional television programming. Through shrewd business deals and a strong brand built over decades, Benny Hinn has secured his place among the world's wealthiest religious leaders. Benny Hinn built an empire by performing miracles on TV, but the next pastor has built an entire city where faith rules the streets, jets fill the skies, and fortunes grow faster than anyone could have imagined. Pastor Enoch Adeboye stands tall among religious leaders with his impressive net worth of $65 million. As the head of the Redeemed Christian Church of God in Nigeria, he has amassed quite an impressive collection of amazing items over the years. His main home is located on a huge plot of land that many call the Atonement Camp. This is not just an ordinary house. It is a huge estate with beautiful gardens and plenty of space for guests. The camp itself grew into a small town with schools, stores, and homes for church members. Pastor Adeboye doesn't just have one good car, he has several. His collection includes luxury Mercedes-Benz cars and at least one private jet, which helps him travel and preach around the world. Moving from one place to another is never a problem when one has his own plane. The money didn't just appear out of nowhere. Pastor Adeboye made wise decisions regarding church funds and his own investments. He owns shares in many successful businesses throughout Nigeria and abroad. Some reports say he has money in oil companies, banks, and real estate development projects across Africa. Speaking of real estate, the pastor owns property in several countries. In addition to his Nigerian headquarters, he has homes in the United Kingdom and the United States. These homes serve as bases for his international missionary work, but they also represent sound investments that increase in value over time. The Redeemed Christian Church of God itself is vast, with thousands of branches in over 190 countries. Each of these churches sends money back to the parent organization, creating a constant cash flow that helps fund Pastor Adeboye's lifestyle and church projects. His publishing company produces books, magazines, and educational materials that sell millions of copies worldwide. These sales add another source of income to his already impressive net worth. Unlike some other wealthy pastors, Adeboye maintains a somewhat low-key public image. Despite his wealth, he often wears simple clothes and speaks about the importance of helping others. The church runs several charitable programs that help poor communities with food, education, and healthcare. Pastor Adeboye's rise to wealth shows how religious leadership can be extremely profitable when combined with business acumen. Adeboye rules over a sea of churches that span continents, but the next figure fits into the luxury as if it were sewn into his skin. His cars sparkle like gold bars, and his real estate map spans half the globe. Hubert Engel ranks among the world's richest religious leaders with a net worth of $100 million. Originally from Zimbabwe but now splitting time between his homeland and the United Kingdom, Angel founded Spirit Embassy Church, which later became known as Good News Church. Angel's wealth is not only due to his preaching, he owns an impressive collection of real estate around the world. His estate includes fine mansions in Zimbabwe, South Africa, and the United Kingdom. One of his most notable homes is located on the riverbank in an exclusive area where many of the rich and famous live. The pastor also loves expensive cars. His garage is filled with high-end cars such as Lamborghinis, Bentleys, and Rolls-Royces. Angel often posts photos of these cars on social media, showing them off to his many followers. In addition to his church work and collecting expensive items, Angel built several successful businesses. He runs Angel Organization, which invests in various areas such as real estate, restaurants, and hotels. The pastor also founded Miracle TV, a television network that broadcasts his sermons to people in many countries. Angel's church members make generous donations that help grow his wealth. Many followers believe that donating money to the church will bring them blessings and good luck. This practice, sometimes called seed faith, encourages people to donate large amounts in the hope of receiving even greater rewards later. The pastor lives a very comfortable lifestyle, often traveling on private jets and staying in the best hotels during his visits to different countries to preach. He wears designer clothes and expensive watches that demonstrate his success. Your angel glides through life with private jets and designer suits. But what happens when a preacher starts building universities, banks, and global media empires while continuing to preach about salvation? Pat Robertson is one of the world's richest religious leaders. Born in 1930, this American televangelist built his empire through the Christian Broadcasting Network, CBN, which he founded back in 1961. The network has grown from a tiny television station in Virginia into a massive media organization, reaching millions of people around the world. Robertson's wealth comes from several sources. His long-running TV show, The Club, attracts daily viewers and donations. He also founded Reed University and the American Center for Law and Justice, which added to his financial portfolio. His business ventures extend beyond religious broadcasting into areas such as banking, real estate, and even a failed oil refinery in California. The televangelist lives quite comfortably, owning a number of luxury properties. His primary residence is located on a sprawling estate in Virginia Beach with manicured gardens and private security. Robertson also owns vacation homes in several states and has been known to travel on private jets when attending speaking engagements or business meetings. His car collection includes high-end cars such as Mercedes-Benz and Cadillac. When not driving himself, Robertson often travels with personal security and drivers, befitting his status and wealth. Despite being in his 90s, Robertson has maintained considerable influence in both religious and political circles for decades. He even ran for president in 1988, demonstrating that his political ambitions went beyond television commentary. His charity, Operation Blessing, claims to have helped millions of people around the world through humanitarian aid. Critics point to the contrast between Robertson's message and his lifestyle. While preaching about charity and humility, he enjoys privileges that most people will never experience. His defenders argue that his success simply reflects God's blessing on his ministry and business skills. The televangelist's books have sold millions of copies, creating another stream of income. His autobiography, Proclaimed from the Rooftops, details his rise from humble beginnings to media mogul status. Robertson's influence extends to a generation of viewers who grew up watching him on television. His son Gordon now handles much of the day-to-day operations at SBN, ensuring the continuation of Robertson's legacy and fortune into the future. Poet Robertson turned religion into one of the hottest businesses on earth, and yet the next man smiles wider, preaches softer, and somehow amasses fortune after fortune behind the doors of the largest church in America. Joel Osteen leads Lakewood Church in Houston, Texas, which is the largest church in America with over 50,000 weekly attendees. His smiling face appears on television screens across the country every Sunday, reaching millions of viewers through his broadcasts. With an estimated net worth of $100 million, Osteen has built an empire based on positive preaching and inspirational messages. The pastor lives in a stunning 17,000 square foot mansion in River Oaks, one of Houston's most exclusive neighborhoods. This massive home features 6 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, 3 elevators, a guest house, and a pool house. The mansion, worth around $10.5 million, is a testament to his financial success. Austin's car collection would make many car enthusiasts jealous. His garage includes a Ferrari 458 Italia worth over $300,000 and an elegant Rolls-Royce, among other luxury cars. When traveling between speaking engagements, the pastor often flies in style on private jets rather than commercial flights. Unlike many traditional pastors, Osteen does not receive a salary from Lakewood Church. Instead, his wealth comes mostly from his best-selling books. His first book, Your Best Life Now, sold millions of copies and spent more than 200 weeks on the New York Times bestseller list. Since then, he has written more than 15 books, each of which has added significantly to his bank account. Performances bring in additional income. Austin receives between $100,000 and $200,000 for each performance. His Night of Hope event sells out arenas across the country, drawing thousands of people willing to pay for tickets to hear him in person. Lakewood Church itself operates out of the former Compass Center Sports Arena, which underwent a $95 million renovation. The massive facility seats 16,800 people and is equipped with state-of-the-art sound systems, lighting, and several giant screens so everyone can see the charismatic pastor. Austin's television ministry reaches more than 100 countries, and its weekly broadcasts cost millions of dollars to produce and distribute. This media presence has helped him create a personal brand that extends far beyond the walls of his Houston church. Joel Osteen fills stadiums with hope and polished words, but the next pastor has built an empire on TV screens, book sales, and blessed merchandise, siphoning millions into hidden vaults. Romalda Ribera Suarez ranks among the world's richest religious leaders with a net worth of